So I thought I'd talk about a couple of techniques here that people often think these are intermediate or even advanced techniques, and they're really not. Beginners can do them just like anybody else. So those two are drop thumb and double thumb. The double thumb I would say is easier, but some people find the drop thumb very easy. But let's take the beginning piece of Go Tell Aunt Rhody, and I'll do an example there. So here's the beginning piece. Okay, and that's just played normal. Now let's hear it with some double thumbing. So I added 2 thumbs in there, and this is the 2/4 slide on the 3rd string. I just added 2 thumbs and it changed it from this to this. Alright, so that is double thumbing. Tons and tons of songs you can add double thumbs in all over the place. Anytime where you have 2 notes like that, you can throw in a double thumb. I don't know if you saw my Scotland the Brave video or not, but let me just play a piece of that for you without the double thumb and then with the double thumb. Okay, that's without. Here's with. So I just added thumbing in there, anywhere where I have 2 single notes. Anywhere I have some single notes in a row, I can add a double thumb. Okay, now let's talk about drop thumb. Drop thumbing is a little different. It doesn't work everywhere. So with the drop thumb, we're basically adding 4 notes. Now I'll explain that. Let's start out with a basic clawhammer stroke. We're going to only use right now the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string to perform this drop thumb. Now it can go you know, up to the 4th string too, and use the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. But let's use the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st just for purposes of this. Alright, so we're going to do a basic clawhammer stroke. I'm going to just leave this open so we've got a G chord, alright? Let's do a basic stroke, and then we're going to add 4 notes to it. So there's our basic stroke. Now the 4 notes we're going to add is what we would do next. So our hand would come up to do our clean, crisp, clear step 1 again, and we're going to do that on the 1st string. Now our hand will automatically root right here, our thumb. Now this is where we deviate from this. When we come down for this, we bring our thumb down and we ring out that 2nd string, that 1st string, and our thumb bounces and roots into the 2nd string and bounces up. That is 2 notes. So let me do that real slow for you so you can hear it. And that's half of our drop thumb. So here we go. Do that again. And that thumb bounces that hand back up. So just practice those first 2 notes to start. Slow again. Okay, now we need 2 more notes. comes the thumb. You heard it. Okay. So when we come down and bounce back up, we go ahead and hit that second string on our way down, like this, and it roots our thumb and pop. There's our last two. So get used to those first two and practice that. And bring your hand up when you do that thumb pop there, as if you're getting ready again. Come back down. So those four notes individually are second string, or no, first string, second string, fifth string. So you can practice that. And then we add it on to our basic clawhammer stroke. 4 notes. Then we start our stroke again. Alright, dog. Stop it. So, another reason why always from the beginning rooting the thumb is important. Your root of that thumb is that anchor point, and when we do our drop thumb, our thumb needs a new anchor point, and it's going to use whatever string we're going to bounce back up on. Alright, so let's hear a little bit of it. Let's go from the G chord to the C chord to the D7 chord and all that stuff. And I'm going to just use, I'm never going to use this 4th string. I'm going to use my drop thumbing. It's going to be here on these bottom 3 and of course the thumb. So take a listen to this. I don't know if you heard it or not in there, but one thing that made that sound even better was when I was doing my G chord, I was using the 3rd string, right, for that first note. Now, when I did my C chord, I used the 2nd string. So I have you practicing, I have everybody practicing with these alternate strings, going back and forth. And for different chords, we do different strings. Like the C chord, I like to do the 2nd and 3rd string because it gives a nice sound. And then the G and D7 chord, I like to use the 3rd and 4th string. But the 2nd and 3rd string sound good on the D7 chord too. So, when we're doing this, we're alternating all over the place. And we do that, and it makes that variation and all that good stuff. So here we go. Let's hear how this sounds again. in the E minor chord there in the end, but that's just to hear kind of what it sounds like with just basic chords. Not even playing a song. Those little things like the drop thumb, and when you add in that double thumb when you're doing a melody note version, they sound really cool. So I hope you learned something from this. Hope you could see good with my little high-tech gadget, and have a great day. Thank you.